Good afternoon, this is V with Art of Wigs with V, and I'm here today with a review and an unboxing. Well, kind of an unboxing. I have it out of the box, but I'm not going to rattle all the paper and put you through all that noise. So, of a new wig for me. I've never had it, but actually it's been out for a very long time. But I've always thought it was really cute, and I would like to try it. So, Franny's Hair sent me this for review. I'd like to thank her for that. And this is Henry Margou's Naomi in the color 10/613 GR. The GR means that it has a slightly darker root. It's done very softly and very well. It's a gradient root. Henry Margou does not do real stark roots. And those hair colors are rooted all the way through the hair. All right, so this states in the stock images that this is a light ash blonde with platinum blonde highlights and medium brown roots, which is pretty much true. And here you can really get a look at some platinum when I bring it up close. Okay, and then we kind of go into some almost under here, kind of a neutral blonde with kind of a little bit of a, I'd say that the brown, just fine hairs of it mixed in with the light ash blonde gives it some warmth to it, so it's not too cold. It still comes off under the ring light when I put it on as very white and really overly shiny. But you know, that can easily be taken away, the shininess. Whether it's too light for me or not is another story, and I'll have to figure that out. But I wanted you to see it. I just took the tag off it. I have not shaken it. I have not done anything to style it. I've done nothing but take the tissue out of it, take the tag off it, and I cinched the adjusters in without it being on my head to know whether or not, you know, it's going to fit right for me. So that's all I've done so far. So I'm going to carefully show you the inside of the cap without disturbing the fibers much. And here we go. It's all open wefted back here. It has a lot of stretch. Okay. It has a monofilament left-hand part with a lace front that goes from the ear tab to the ear tab. Ear tabs are generous, very soft velvet with really nice, durable, heavy stays in them. And then in the back, we have a very nice extended velvet nape with Velcro adjusters. I have adjusted it so that I have not quite my first thumb joint distance between the adjusters because my circumference is 21 1/4 with the grip on. So let's turn it over, and remember, I haven't shaken it or done anything like I usually do. So I'm just going to put her on for you so you can get an idea what she looks like out of the box. I think that's kind of important as to what to expect. I'm going to remove my glasses just to make this easier to get on. So as you can see, she's pretty flat, looks really overly shiny in these ring lights, but a lot of stuff looks shiny in the ring lights. It is shiny because it's one of those really light blondes, which can be taken care of with a cold water soak and about a tablespoon of baking soda swished around in the water and let it soak for a few minutes in that. It may also be taken care of by using some dry shampoo in it. Typically, I don't like to use dry shampoo. I don't like some of the ingredients that are in it. I may use that in this. I'm not positive yet. And the reason I may use it is because if I decide this color is too light for me, I may try using a brunette dry shampoo just to see how it changes it. And I don't want any John Renault Peace Out cream or any kind of product in it before I spray that in there because I don't want everything to get gummed up. Now, as a rule, when you hear that some of the things that we spray in will make a wig gummy, I'm sorry about that. That's really root touch root touch-up spray that gums the hair up. It's not dry shampoo, so there's a difference. And I have to evaluate how's it fitting me right now with the adjusters in. It's fitting me perfectly fine. It feels absolutely great. So with that kind of stretch, knowing I can move those adjusters way out and then look at this with my adjusters in, how much stretch I have over here, this wig would easily fit probably a 23-inch circumference head. My ear tabs, the ear areas will come down and sit on top of my ears. I have to scoosh them up a little because I only have an 11.5 over the head and 11.5 this way. For someone with a bigger head, they're going to sit where they should with about a pinky width of finger between where the ear hooks onto your head and the edge of the wig. So this makes room for my glasses, plus I've cut out the circular sides on the grip to give me less bulk there for my glasses. So I'll be back after I evaluated it in some natural light. Let me turn one of these lights off, give you a little more. Whoa, that made a big difference in the color. If I turn this ring light off over me, 1 minute, you can see more of, it came back on, more of what the natural color looks like without light bouncing off it from all of those overhead lights. I have a 14-inch ring light. So I'm going to take it outside. I'll take some still shots of the color outside, and then I'll decide what I'm going to do with it, and I'll pick up with it when I come back. Oh, I want to tell you measurements on this before I take leave of you and piece this back together. The back is 2 inches to 6 inches. Now, the 2 inches would be the nape, so the nape is actually 2 inches long, which is a nice length for me. I like a 2-inch nape. All right, it only weighs 2.4 ounces, which is right up my alley. I really love lightweight wigs. And the overall length is 8.5 inches, and the bang is 7.5. My face is 7.25 from the hairline, right in the front, to the bottom. So that 7.5 is probably correct because it's the bang, and that would come from more like down here in the front. Okay. And then the length from the top of the ear tab is 6 inches. Top of the ear tab on me is right here. Comes down here. I think it's a little shorter than that for me, just because I think this unit that I happen to have seems to be a little shorter than that. But the sides are 3.5 to 6 inches. So we could be looking at pieces back here. And they don't actually say the top of the ear tab. They just say from the ear tab. So they could be measuring from the ear tab down for all I know. These sides, it does say, are 3.5 to 6. So there's some layering going on in this. This long front in my face is not going to work for me, so I'll be doing something with that. And the overall length is considered to be 8.5 inches. You've got some curl here, so you remember if you straighten it down, it's not quite that long because my face is 7.25. But that's fine with me. So I'm going to go outside, shoot some still shots of it, and figure out how the color works for me, and I'll be back in a few minutes. Hi, I'm back. I will be inserting, when this video gets done, some photographs I took outside on my deck, even though it's a bit of an overcast day. It's brightening up a little bit. And I'm seeing that it pretty much looks not much lighter or shinier outside than the last wig that I wore Sunday, which is Chrome by Beltras, which is one of my favorite colors. So I think I'm going to be able to get away with this. I think the ring lights are making it look probably shinier than it is. So I'm going to put a little bit of the Envy by Alan Eaton Get Dressed Invisible Texturizer and Shine Dimmer. I'm going to spray some of that in it, but I'm going to go outside to do that. I'm just going to actually, before I do it, I'm going to take the wig upside down. I'll take it off and show you. I'm just going to take it upside down by the nape, and I'm going to shake the tar out of it just to get it up off the cap. let it breathe, and it'll be better to get this product in it. And here it kind of looks kind of messy. I'm holding it by the nape. And then I will also run my hands through it like this, which is in the opposite direction that it's sewn, going from the nape to the front. Just to kind of wake it up, let it breathe, and I will spray some of this in it, and then I will come back in and I will start the video over again. But I like to spray that outside where I'm not breathing it in, because of what I've been dealing with here breathing wise. So I do think there is a touch of scent in this. It didn't say that when I first researched this and ordered it and asked Matt at Franny's Hair to order this in for us. But I put some in some hair to test it for somebody, and I didn't smell anything. But then after I was moving the hair around a few days later, I could smell a slight scent. I'm pretty sensitive, so it wasn't a lot, or it really would have affected me right away. So I'm going to go do that now. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my glasses grayed down a bit while I was out there. And I think I'm going to have to switch to some readers to be able to talk with you about this. So let me try to just put some readers on. Sorry if you get a little bit of glare. They're just off Amazon, so you can't be too fussy about what you're getting there. As long as I can see, but now I can see you guys better. So I sprayed it in it. I held it out an arm's width away from me, and I just shook it around like this as I was spraying it. So I do think it looks less shiny. I'm going to turn the ring light up a little because I had it down kind of low. I don't want it to glare too much in these glasses either. But now I'm going to shake her again. I'm really not smelling much. When I first sprayed it outside, it smelled kind of a little bit like vanilla. Not heavy though. And then I just waved it around out there in the air because it's a little bit breezy today in Michigan. So that probably helped. So I'll put her on now for you. And she's probably going to look kind of wild because I've been shaking her and swinging her around and probably making her look like a wild woman. Whew. Yeah, she's a bit like a wild woman. So now we kind of have to see. If I turn on this other light over here, you're probably going to see more shine. But when you see the pictures outside, it doesn't look excessively shiny, at least not to me. I prefer a little bit of shine in my hair because I think it just looks a bit healthier. So it's already, because the texturizing spray is really incredibly light, but it's really quite nice. I really love it. And I'm already able to kind of do some things with my hands with her, and I don't have any John Renault Peace Out cream in it. I'm starting to wonder, why did I wait so long to order this wig or ask for it? I mean, I've had my eye on this wig for years, and sometimes I really like to go back to the tried and true older styles. I'm not so adventurous always on the brand new ones. Just depends. So let's take a look at her. Now, this is with me doing nothing to her other than you just saw what I did. Other than you didn't see me spraying it. Got here. So John Renault Peace Out cream rubbed into my fingers. And I'm going to try to do this as quickly as possible so that you're not on here too long. So I'm going to start by going in here into the roots, making little circles, because I want to get some volume out of her. Not because she needs volume. I mean, right now it looks pretty pumped out, but I want it to kind of stay with some volume. I'm kind of creating like my own permatease. When the John Renault Peace Out cream will keep it there. And I want to go all over and make sure everything's up off the cap so that I can style her with my hands the way I want to. Now, if you liked her the way she was coming out of the box and smoothed down, then by all means, wear her that way. This is just my way. This is my way of making it my own. All right, so she's pretty fluffy right now, right? Okay, but I'm not quite done because I want this to be up and over. So I just went back for a little dab around John Renault Peace Out cream to work it right in here where I want it to lift off my face. I like an opening going into my face. And this is how I create it. Okay, now I'm going to go up here. I'm going to put my fingers, I have a little tackiness on them yet, and I'm going to pull hair down like this, all around my ears and at the nape. Well, at the nape and around my ears, I'm pulling toward my ears, toward the front of my neck, so that when people look at me, they don't see through my hair. Because if they see through my hair, that means the wig is sitting on top of my head. It does not really look like it's growing out of my head. So, I have to go a little closer to the mirror, guys, so just excuse me for a second with some glasses on so I can see what this lace front looks like, and I have a mirror right over here behind me, so you're not going to see me for a second. Any bit right there that you see, that's my widow's peak. I don't usually care if that's sticking out or not. Sometimes I cover it, sometimes I don't. It doesn't bother me because I don't think you can see this lace. It doesn't look like lace on top of hair to me. I mean, look at it. The lace front is absolutely impeccable. And that little piece right there, that's my own hair sticking out too. Even though you saw how short my hair is buzzed off, I don't totally always buzz off the complete top of it. In the winter in Michigan, no. In the summer, yes. So now, I'm just going to take my hands, make sure this is all coming down. Make sure the ears, tabs are straight, stays are bent in, same in the nape. And I want to bring this hair down so it looks like it's coming and growing out of my head. I got a little bit of stickiness of John Rennell Peace Out Cream on my hands yet. So I'm going to run it through here so I get some on that, but it's not very much. It's not enough that you don't ever slather it on your hair. You just use some at the root, and then if I need to perk that up another day when I wear this, I will not add more product. I will just spray my hands with water, with a mister like this, clear water, and I will go in and I will be able to just go into the areas that I had the John Rennell Peace Out Cream in, and I'll be able to revitalize it. You can do the exact same thing with wig wax. You do not have to spray it every single time you use it. So, I think she's really cute. I think I look better with glasses on to hide some of the bags under my eyes, but what can I say about that? I mean, I'm going to be 75 in 3 months. Anyway, I like to celebrate those things. You know why? Because I'm still here. Because I still get another chance. Every morning when I get up, I thank God for giving me another day. My mom passed away when she was 74, and my father when he was 54. So any day that I get is another day to start over, to be a better person, to enjoy everything from the sunrise in the morning out my back sliding glass door on my deck to the sunset out my living room window. I don't take those for granted. I don't take any of these moments for granted. So just be you. Just enjoy you. Wear hair that is you. Don't try to look like somebody else. Just be you. The best thing you can do is to be authentic. And let other people be authentic also. So now I probably like my hair a lot messier than you do, and that's okay. Or maybe you like it like I do. I do not usually go like this with my hands because then I have squashed looking hair. So I use what I call my picker fingers right here. And I'll place the hair where I want. Now if I want this to be tamed down a little, I can still do that with these fingers. You see what I mean? Now on some people, this, especially the stock photo, I'm going to show you. From the side, it looked very angled, like it was much shorter here, and that these sides came down longer, and it looked more bulbous right in here. I think that's the very thing that kept me from purchasing it. Part of that is because I purchased a wig one time that was shaped like that, and I thought it looked terrible on me. I kept it. but I didn't like it on me. So I think I wore it maybe twice or something. And then I washed it really well and passed it on to a wig sister that it did look good on, that I knew. So anyway, I'm just bringing some hair down on that lace because it goes all the way down into where your tab starts. That's really great because I can make little circles there to try to make it look more natural and to pull some of that hair down there. Do you see that, how I'm doing that with my fingers? Just kind of like, oh, look at that. And I think she's really cute. I really like her. And I'm going to, hopefully the back isn't an utter mess. Which, you know, I'm not always that fussy about that. So let me try to do a spin. And I apologize again if I'm not in the camera. It's hard for me to see on a phone to see if I'm giving you a good shot. I'm just doing the best that I can. This is the side. Hopefully you see it. Back. Hope I'm in camera range. I'm going to show you the other side this way rather than spinning it all the way around on the chair. Just checking to see if I'm in the camera. Now, it looks very more flippy here for me than it does in the stock photo. And that's okay. This is not a heat-friendly wig, so I'm not going to be applying heat. If I really wanted to take that and make it go more like this, look at my hands can do that, or I probably could use the hot air tool, but I could not use it on high. I would have to use it on the low setting. And if you have a newer one of those, my understanding is the newer ones get hotter than the older ones did. Mine's a little bit older one. So even on low, they might be too hot. So I think you just need to go with how she comes. If this kind of flips under and has a curl on it, see, you can kind of do some of that with your hand and a little bit of back comb with your fingers. Watch. So, or maybe I go like this with it. I can get her toward my face if I want. Do I have flyaways? Probably. I'm notorious for that. I'm not worrying about them. Well, I love her. I'm glad I did this so that I could wear her because she's been sitting here for about a week and I really wanted to wear her, but I knew I needed to show her to you guys first. And because I wasn't feeling well, I wasn't ready to embark upon that. So here she is, Naomi by Henry Margaux in the color 10613 GR. Gradient root, non-heat friendly, and Franny'sHair.com. You can find her there. And I will see you again soon. If the next wig I have coming ever gets to me, because I hear it's shipping from Germany again. I have another one of those. So that will be Ellen Villa's cover. So meet me back here. Hopefully it won't be more than next week at this time. So you take care, be blessed, and I hope I've covered everything for you. Thanks a lot. Have a blessed day. Bye. These are pictures of it inside and outside near natural light before I added a dark brunette Batiste dry shampoo to it. And this is another one yet of it inside in front of the sliding glass door, so you can see the color. And then we'll be coming up on two more outside as it came out of the box. so that you get a clear picture of kind of how white it is. And then the next picture that we'll be coming up on is one that where I added the dark brunette Batiste dry shampoo to it, which just made it a little slightly creamier, which I think makes it beneficial to me. These were taken in front of my sliding glass store. So I do like it better, and it will wash right out. So I thought it was great.